Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone on Wednesday the 13th of September 2017, and I'm Darren Sinden. Right, let's take a look at some overnight price changes, price moves to be aware of. I just want to focus on a couple of points. First of all, a resurgent sterling cable trading up to 133.10 shortly before this recording on better than expected data yesterday, and dollar yen. The yen weakening 110.11 recently, and that's a three big figure handle change that we've seen in the yen over the course of this week so far. The other big mover overnight, Bitcoin down around 4.7%, following some comments by US banker Jamie Dimon. Right, let's take a look at the cable chart. Cable is testing on upside resistance ahead of further UK economic data today. Obviously, inflation numbers yesterday saw it rise steadily higher throughout the session, and we're now testing back to resistance around 133.06. But I've indicated some other levels in the vicinity that we could test to on unemployment and wage data today. Right, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the market. Well, as we just mentioned, we've got unemployment and average earnings data out of the UK at 8:30 GMT. We also have some wholesale price index data from Germany that will be out shortly, and later today at 9 o'clock GMT, industrial production for the Eurozone for July, both on a month-on-month and year-on-year basis. This afternoon, probably the pick of the other data, PPI data from the USA. It's at 12:30 GMT and followed up by crude inventories at 14:30 GMT. And for those of you who are staying up late or are in Asia, Governor De Bell of the Reserve Bank of Australia will speak at 23:15 GMT. Okay, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. Firstly, China has announced a statewide rollout of ethanol in gasoline by 2020 as it considers the future of combustion engines within the country. Japanese equities gain as the yen weakens, and PPI data in the country grows at the fastest rate for 3 years. Apple's iPhone X won't be launched until early November, the company reveals, and so not in this fiscal year. The market was a bit disappointed by that, and the stock was down some 0.4%. Back to Europe, Jean-Claude Juncker will give the annual EU State of the Union address today, and obviously we'll look for any feedback or comment there that might hint about their stance on Brussels and closer ties within the remaining EU members. Okay, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day. Think about this then. The US 500 index, or the S&P 500 index, is close to its all-time highs, and yet corporate earnings are falling even as the stock prices rise. So the question is, why do investors want to pay more to own and earn less? And we can see this disparity on this chart provided by FactSet, steadily rising price line, but over the course of the last 2 years, earnings generated by stocks have been falling away. Right, thank you for your time today. Please take a moment to reflect on this risk warning. Trading CFDs and FX can be a risky business. If you're unsure of any of those risks or have any questions, please contact your Pepperstone account representative.